Definitely want to tour around Indonesia.
Sure.
So stay tuned.
Hey, what's your favorite Indonesian food?
Soto Betawi.
Soto Betawi?
My favorite.
Really?
I love it.
Wow. Initials.
I already spilled a little bit.
Okay. Spill at infipop bersama Reza Alkadi. Hai. Kali ini bersama dengan Keenan Te.
Hello.
So Keenan Te, welcome to the studio.
Thank you so much for having me. It's so good to be here.
It's a pleasure having you here. We're going to be talking about a lot of stuff, but first of all, am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yes, perfectly.
It's Keenan Te, like iced tea.
Like iced tea, exactly right.
I've heard the interview a couple of years back because tea, like iced tea, is one of your favorite drinks.
Yes, I don't know if you guys call it boba here.
Yeah, boba. We have boba.
I love boba, and I used to drink it so much. I try not to anymore because it's so bad for you. But now my new thing is like an iced matcha.
Iced matcha, okay.
I love that. Or like an iced latte.
Okay.
All of it.
Okay. You can say matcha chi gitu.
Matcha.
Matcha chi.
Matcha chi.
Well, first of all, for people who haven't the pleasure knowing you, tell me a little bit about yourself. You're a musician from Australia, right?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes. So I am a recording artist from Melbourne, Australia. I have been singing and like playing piano and playing guitar ever since I was like really young.
Sure.
I think I started piano lessons at like 5 years old.
Okay.
But I released my first proper song in 2021 called Dependent, and that actually went to #1 here in Indonesia on Spotify, which is actually crazy. And ever since then, I have been releasing music and just writing songs and sharing my story, and it's been a really wild roller coaster.
Okay.
But it's been so much fun.
So it's been a while, 24/7.
Yes, a wild 24/7.
All right. So, but what about the scars, though?
Oh, we love the scars. I see what you're doing here. We love it.
Okay, little trip down the memory lane. I watched your video, the voice. All right, you sang Destiny's Child.
I did.
In front of Kelly Rowland.
In front of Kelly Rowland.
All right, a lot of people have been asking about what was it like singing the song in front of Kelly Rowland. I'm not asking you about that one. I'm asking you about after that. That moment you sang in front of Kelly Rowland.
Yes.
You sang together.
Yes.
With Kelly Rowland and Guy Sebastian.
Yes.
What was it like at that moment, though? I think that was the core memory because all of the idols were there at the stage with you. What was it like?
That whole experience was just so crazy. Singing with Kelly and Guy was such a cool experience.
Sure.
And you know, I've looked up to Guy ever since I was like 2 years old when he won Australian Idol. And to be able to sing a Destiny's Child song with Kelly Rowland was just, I was so nervous, but it was really cool. That the whole voice experience was definitely a really big learning lesson for me. I was fresh 18 and I had no idea what I wanted to do. I had no idea what kind of artist I wanted to be like. So I think not getting through in that audition was actually the best thing that could have happened for me.
Okay.
I feel like I really needed time to grow, and I also really just needed to be fully in control of my own music and my own artistry, and I think that not getting through on that show allowed me to do that, and it also motivated me so hard to work really hard and work on my music, my songwriting and all of that. So it feels like a completely different Keenan that auditioned for that show. I think now I wouldn't do something like that, but I feel like everything happens for a reason, and yeah, singing with Kelly and Guy was so much fun.
Like it was on your core memory.
Oh, definitely a core memory. Like it was just so, it all happened so fast. So it's really cool to be able to watch that back.
All right. Kelly did give you some tips, right?
Yes.
What if you could go back in time, what do you want to change?
I think if I were to go back in time, I would probably I would probably choose a different song.
All right.
Something that was that felt more like me. I think, you know, I was fresh out of high school and
18 years old.
18 years old
Sure.
and trying, like, freshly, I had just turned 18, like a month beforehand. And
You had your ID back then.
yeah. And I think that, you know, I was in a phase of life where I really was still trying to figure out who I was and who I wanted to be. So I think, you know, everything happens for a reason, and not getting through, honestly, was the best thing that could have happened for me.
Wow.
But I would have probably chosen a different song.
All right. What song?
Ooh. I think I would have chosen like a ballad or maybe my own song. I think I actually am grateful, and it sounds really weird to say, but I'm actually grateful that I didn't get through.
Wow.
Because I think that it would have boxed me into just like another reality TV contestant, but I feel like, you know, there were other plans for me, and songwriting and sharing my story through that has always been something that I absolutely love doing. And I think that, you know, not getting through on that show allowed me to just tell my story more freely and on my own terms.
So you have no boundaries and stuff.
Exactly.
So you can tell whatever you want.
Exactly right. Yeah.
And
So everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason. That's great. Well, tell us a little bit about TikTok though, because I think for some reason TikTok changed your life.
TikTok did change my life. So I joined TikTok at the start of the pandemic when everyone was kind of in that weird phase of not knowing what life was going to be like.
Yes, and not knowing what can we do with TikTok.
Exactly.
Like,
it was like,
should we dance?
Exactly.
What should we do with TikTok?
Exactly. Everyone was dancing. It was like such a new platform.
Sure.
And I, out of boredom, just joined it and posted a few singing like cover videos.
Sure.
They were really short. They were all under like 10 seconds.
Sure.
And it was so crazy that pretty much one of my first ever videos went viral overnight. It was me singing Hit Me Baby One More Time by Britney Spears.
Sure.
Like the most random song ever. But yeah, TikTok really changed my life. It allowed me to connect with millions of people around the world. In all different countries that I had never been to at the time. And it also allowed me to share my music and share my songwriting, and ultimately was kind of the driving factor of why my first song Dependent went viral in Indonesia, was through social media and kind of through the community that I had built on that platform. So, you know, TikTok really has changed my life, and it kind of kickstarted my career, and was kind of the first kind of push into being an artist and sharing my music.
And then you're here.
And now I'm here.
Talking to me, talking to fans.
Yeah.
And you've had a lot of fan meeting a couple of times, right?
Yes.
Including for this trip, you're gonna hold another fan meeting.
Yes.
So tell me about your fans in Indonesia. What's so special about your fans in Indonesia?
I think the number one thing about my fans in Indonesia, they are just so loyal and so diehard fans. Like, they really support every single thing that I do.
Really?
And it is such a cool relationship that I have with my fans. I really see them more like family. And ever since, even like before I was releasing music, like ever since like my cover days, I've had fans in Indonesia.
Okay.
And just for them to be able to kind of grow with me and see me from a 19-year-old kid singing videos from his bedroom to now being 23 and getting to travel, having like a #1 song, like they've really been with me on the journey. And I think that just makes the most like special relationship that we have. So yeah, I love my Indonesian fans, and they are just the absolute best.
Wow. Well, you met a lot of Indonesian fans.
Yes.
You've known the culture.
Yes.
So any culture shocks when you first visit here, for an instance?
I think the biggest culture shock for me was just how kind and respectful everyone is. Like, everyone is so polite and so just so respectful, and I love that about the Indonesian culture. Other things that I love are like the food. I love Indonesian food.
You like spicy food?
I love spicy food. So my girlfriend's actually from Surabaya.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about Surabaya after this.
Yes. So she grew up there, lives in Australia now, but she's shown me so much Indo food, and I've had to build up my spice tolerance because I have no choice.
Because you have no choice?
Like every single dish is spicy, and I love it.
Okay.
But yeah, the Indonesian culture is it's such a beautiful country, and everyone's just so nice.
All right. Well, have you visited any cities besides Jakarta?
I've been to Bali.
All right.
And that's all.
All right.
Surabaya is my next one that I really want to go to.
Okay.
But yeah, I've only been to Jakarta and Bali.
What do you think about Bali, though?
I love Bali.
Australians have been to Bali a lot of times.
Okay, when I went to Bali, it felt like I was in Australia because everyone was Australian, and there were just so many Aussies there. But I love Bali, and I feel like I had a different experience in Bali because I was with my girlfriend and her family who go there so much. So I feel like I had more of a authentic, like local experience. Whereas most Australians will go to like the touristy
the beach clubs and
all
stuff,
that. But I absolutely love it there. It's so peaceful. I feel like that was one of the holidays where I really felt like I could just like reset, switch off for a little bit, and just like relax. So I'm dying to go back. I need to go back.
So it's safe to say Indonesia is your second home.
It really is. I love it here.
Okay.
I absolutely love it here. I love everything about it.
Well, talk about your song 24/7.
Yes.
Well, I've seen the videos. And I've noticed the lyrics is about a relationship. But when I saw the video, it's about your relationship with the fans. So what is it about? Is it about a relationship with your girlfriend, or is it about a relationship with the fans? I mean, one of the lyrics said like, "Give all you love to me," all of that stuff. What is it about?
It is kind of about all those things you've just mentioned.
Sure.
I really wanted to make a song that was different from my usual heartbreak, sad boy songs. And I really wanted to take a moment to appreciate the fans, appreciate all the support that I get, especially from fans here in Indonesia. At the same time, I wanted to make a song that was relatable for my fans, and I think, being secretly in love with your best friend or your crush is something that's so relatable, and so many people go through it. I went through it with my current girlfriend before we were dating.
So she was your best friend before?
Yeah, we were like really good friends, and I obviously had feelings for her, and
I think it was the best, right?
It really, like, falling in love with your friend, and like when your partner is your best friend, it's just like, it hits different. Like it's just it's a different kind of bond, and I wanted to make a song about that, but at the same time, the chorus of 24/7 really sings about just wanting to spend 24/7 with the people you love.
Okay.
And it's been really cool to see fans post photos of their loved ones, not necessarily like romantic partners, but even just like their best friends or like their family, their pets, like just anyone that you want to spend a lot of time with. And I really wanted to make a song that kind of encourages people to appreciate the people around them. So, 24/7 is about a lot of things. But it's definitely my song for the fans.
Okay, so you can interpret it in many kind of ways.
Definitely.
It can be about families, it can be about friends, or for your loved ones.
Exactly right.
Well, during the process of the songwriting, you did live stream about it.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit. Some people can screen record and you got leaked. Why do you choose
That's okay. I trust my fans. I really enjoyed kind of involving my supporters in every step of the process. I really like showing them the behind the scenes, and I have become like the king of teasing music way before I meant to.
Yeah, scars as well. Yeah.
Scars. So many people got angry at me for that. But I had written the song, and I had written most of the song, and I just live streamed for a little bit, and I just wanted to show them what I was working on, and just seeing their like messages of support and love really kind of added to the overall vibe of the song.
Sure.
So yeah, it was a really cool experience, and it was a special moment, and I really just enjoy kind of just involving them and having them part of the process, because they're like my family.
Wow. So involving your fans is another way to connect with your fans.
Definitely.
Okay. So you interact a lot with your fans.
Yes.
You read the comments, you read the DMs.
I do.
So you've known a lot of fans who speaks to you in Bahasa Indonesia. So do you know any Bahasa Indonesia?
I know like sayang.
Okay, yeah, okay.
And like makan.
Makan, eat, yeah. Okay.
I can name a lot of foods.
Okay. Hey, what's your favorite Indonesian food?
Soto Betawi.
Soto Betawi?
My favorite.
Really?
I love it.
Wow.
I love Soto Betawi.
Why?
It's just like the coconutty, like spicy,
Yeah.
like all. I love it.
Okay.
I love like mercon.
Okay, mercon. Is it the spiciness
The
as well?
spiciness.
Wow.
I love.
Your
like,
taste buds go on the next level.
like nasi campur.
Nasi campur, okay.
Love that. Soto ayam.
Soto ayam.
Iga bakar.
Oh yeah.
I love
yeah.
iga bakar.
Okay.
Yeah, all of it.
Okay. Any gifts that reminded you of Indonesia? I mean, like your fans probably when fan meeting they give you gifts and
so
stuff.
my fans know that I love to eat, so I always get given a lot of snacks, like Indo snacks. So I love that. And I also got given it was like a traditional, like, it was like a little bag. Okay. And it was like traditional like print on it. That's like really special.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but definitely the snacks. Like everyone knows that I love to eat.
So hopefully more snacks.
Yes, bring me all the snacks.
Well, talk about Indonesia as well. We have a lot of amazing musicians.
Yes.
I mean, any musicians you probably admire or probably know.
Yes, I mean, I would love to do a collab with Nikki.
Nikki
She
for sure.
is so good. Sure. So talented.
Sure.
Caleb J.
Shout out Caleb J.
Really talented. There's just so many cool Indonesian artists. I actually met one this morning, Bass Boy.
Oh, Bass Boy, yeah.
So cool.
Okay.
So yeah, I need to spend more time here, like writing and stuff. I've never written a song in Indonesia, so maybe that's my next, my next adventure.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yes.
Hopefully, this year or next year.
I mean, as soon as possible. Hopefully this year.
Well, what's next for you? I mean, you just released a single, and in terms of music, what's next? I mean, Indonesia has the biggest fan base of yours. Any tours, maybe not just Jakarta?
Definitely want to tour around Indonesia.
Sure.
So stay tuned. But always new music on the way, a mix of sad boy songs, but also happy boy songs.
All right.
We love a balance. But yeah, lots of new music on the way.
Lots of new music, album on the way?
Yes, I mean, I released my debut EP, Phases, last year.
All right.
And I'm really excited to kind of expand on that and work on an album. So that is definitely in the near future. So yeah, stay tuned.
All right. Last question.
Yeah.
Before we move on to the game.
Yes.
Since the name of the show is Spill at infipop.
Yes.
We want you to spill something you haven't spilled before.
Ooh.
Spill the tea right now.
Ooh, spill the tea. Ooh. Wow, you got me on the spot here. Spill the tea. All right. What? Is there anything in particular that I should spill?
Probably about music, probably about food, probably about your interests.
Okay. In terms of music, I have recorded a few collabs.
Okay.
And one of them is with an Indonesian artist.
All right.
I'm not going to name who.
All right. Initials.
I already spilled a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
So, yeah, like I said, lots of new music.
Lots of new music.
So stay tuned.
All right. Because your manager...
My manager's sitting in the corner, giving me eyes.
Giving you the eyes, so that's it. That's the spill.
That's the spill.
Well, thank you very much, Keenan, for talking to me.
Thank you so much
And
for having
after
me.
this, we're going to be playing a game with you. And after this, it's Spill at Infipop. Thank you very much,
Thank you
Keenan
so
Te.
much. So good to chat.
All right. That's it.
Thank you.